The role of the exams officer is critical to a system of exams to make sure that the exams run smoothly, appropriately, correctly, and in the best interests of the students and the staff. There's a lot of responsibility on an exams officer to make sure that the whole system of exams from the very beginning right through to the results in the summer is run carefully, meticulously, efficiently. And so to me, our exams officer is an absolute key role.
A lot of people perceive the role very much as it's just administration, it's just entering a few exams, putting out a few papers. But it's so much more than that. You have to know the regulations, you have to be forward planning, you carry out risk assessments, you have to really think ahead. You're constantly thinking at least 6 months in advance, so it's always forward thinking. You have to make sure your invigilators are trained, you have to make sure that the entries are in on time. There's a lot of deadlines, a lot of time pressures.
An exams officer does need to have an overview of the education system. They need to know what qualifications are running in their centre, but they need to know the detail about those qualifications as well. They need to know what kind of assessment each qualification requires, when that assessment takes place. They have to liaise with all the external partners, awarding bodies, and then obviously they have to communicate with staff and students. They have a really big part to play in making sure that students are feeling happy.
I didn't quite realise all the different amount of administration that goes into it beforehand, but you don't really understand the work behind the scenes until you actually start doing it.
An exams officer, I think, to the uninformed, would be someone where they don't quite understand why they're employed all year, because they have an idea of an exam season which takes place from about May to June, and then might wonder what are they doing for the rest of the year. For me, the exams officer is the person who keeps me informed where the deadlines are for all sorts of exam entries, which students are being entered, what tier paper are they going to be entered for, withdrawals from exams, additions to exams, being very aware of the realities of what the financial impact on the school is if we don't meet deadlines or we have to change our arrangements. And also, the exams officer isn't just planning the GCSE exams that take place in the summer. If you've got 5-year groups or 7-year groups, all of those year groups will have a period during the course of the year where they sit exams. And the exams officer is very much involved in ensuring that they are timetabled in such a way that there's sufficient space and time for those exams to be taken.
The invigilators come in and they take a rather important role within the series. So every day it's an early start, getting the exam cards out, students knowing exactly what they're doing, keeping them calm, make sure they're prepared. That happens for the whole of the series, the same every single day for every single exam.
Communication is really the biggest thing, I think. Making sure that you're communicating everything clearly to everyone, but also that you've really researched and been trained yourself is important. Knowing the regulations, keeping on top of the regulations, going to the network meetings, going to the training courses so you're as fully informed yourself. And then you're confident in dealing with everyone else and trying to get them involved. That's probably the biggest thing, is that the exams officer really knows themselves what they're doing.